members of the press, the American public, and people of the world. We are here today to disclose the truth about a subject that has been ridiculed and questioned, denied for at least 50 years. The men and women who are on this stage and the some 350 additional military intelligence witnesses to the so-called UFO matter and extraterrestrial intelligence can prove and will prove that we are not alone.
After a very popular and explosive UFO conference aired in May 2001, which featured the most credible UFO and ET witnesses to ever come forth publicly, the once taboo and ridiculed topic of ETs had crossed over to mainstream. Many new UFO enthusiasts began their journey into discovering the truth behind classified secrets of the U.S. government concerning UFOs and extraterrestrials. One person in particular was Gary McKinnon, a British systems administrator and soon-to-be infamous hacker who embarked on a cyber adventure that would land him at the epicenter of an international legal battle. Tipped off by recent whistleblowers of the existence of suppressed extraterrestrial technology by the United States government, McKinnon began a hacking spree, including those of NASA, the Department of Defense, and several branches of the military. Using the alias Solo, McKinnon exploited weak passwords and unsecured networks to gain access. Fortunately, these weren't malicious attacks. After all, McKinnon was only interested in one thing: finding evidence of extraterrestrials. McKinnon's hacking activities took place between February 2001 and March 2002. By day, he was an unassuming low-level system admin. By night, he was a bong-hitting hacktivist searching for classified information from his girlfriend's aunt's house in London. His methods were surprisingly simple yet effective. He used a Perl script to scan for unsecured machines and remote desktop software to access them. Once inside, McKinnon rummaged through sensitive files, searching for evidence of UFOs, anti-gravity technology, and other hidden secrets. Once he breached a NASA facilities network, it didn't take long before McKinnon claimed to have found startling information. It appeared to McKinnon NASA was intentionally scrubbing photographs of UFOs from images captured by satellite surveillance cameras in space. He confirmed his suspicion after discovering a folder which contained processed and unprocessed images. On one occasion, he reports seeing an image of a cigar-shaped UFO with portholes on the ends and sides, high above the Earth's atmosphere. In addition, he witnessed a strange list of non-terrestrial officers, featuring the names of ships and personnel that did not appear in any public military database. McKinnon asserted that these discoveries pointed to a secret space program and advanced extraterrestrial technology being exchanged between ETs and the U.S. government, which, if true, would be highly damaging to the credibility of NASA and the U.S. government, which knowingly has hidden the presence of ETs from the public for decades. McKinnon's activities did not go unnoticed. The scale and audacity of his intrusions prompted a major investigation by U.S. authorities. They accused him of causing significant damage to government systems, with estimated costs reaching up to $700,000, even though many of the computers he breached were unsecure. Eventually, McKinnon was arrested by British police in 2002 at the request of the United States. He admitted to the hacking incidents, but argued that his actions were driven by a desire to expose suppressed information and were not intended to cause harm. The U.S. government sought McKinnon's extradition, charging him with several counts of computer fraud and related offenses. If extradited and convicted, he faced up to 70 years in an American prison. McKinnon fought the extradition for over a decade, citing his medical diagnosis of Asperger's syndrome and severe depression, arguing that extradition and subsequent incarceration in the U.S. would be detrimental to his health. His case garnered significant public and political support in the UK, including from notable figures like David Cameron, Barack Obama, and Theresa May. By that time, many ufologists considered McKinnon's publicized testimony one of the most influential in history on the subject of UFO disclosure. Finally, in 2012, after a prolonged legal battle, then Home Secretary Theresa May blocked McKinnon's extradition on human rights grounds, citing the risk to his mental health. The decision marked a significant victory for McKinnon and his supporters, although he remained subject to potential charges outside the UK. His case highlighted the complexities of cyber law and the challenges of international extradition, particularly when issues of mental health and human rights are involved. To this day, McKinnon's is viewed as a hero. His story remains a notable example of the intersection between ethical hacking, vigilantism, and the counterintelligence needed for the truth in the digital age. That wraps up another case in the Paradox Files, but don't worry, we have troves of files to unseal. If you like the content, you can show your support by giving us a like and subscribing to the channel. It also helps the algorithm give us more exposure. And as always, stay curious, stay quirky, and we'll see you in the next adventure.
History secrets, we'll uncover them all. Dive into